What's up, guys? So, most people's lives are predictable in this life. People will most likely, when they graduate high school, they would like to try to have a family and they want to have kids. And obviously, they don't consider the kids to have a bad life, but it's what people do. And they work, they come home, they do errands, and take care of their children. And a lot of times they don't have the energy to do the things that they like to do, so they go to bed and repeat it again and again, you know. And another thing is people want to have these materialistic items all the time. They want to possess these certain vehicles, and it's very generic, right? They want this certain car, they want this certain pickup truck, they want to have a perfect lawn and with stripes so they can show off to their neighbors. And it's the same thing with their landscaping. They want these certain plants, they want these certain trees. And then they want like certain hardscaping with their walkways and their fire pits or patios or something, you know, just so that they can show off their status, and they want to increase the price of their home, you know, as a homeowner. That's what a lot of people do. They renovate their house inside, like with new cabinets and new flooring, and they want to fix the plumbing, they want to paint the place, you know, because these people are predictable, you know, people that do this type of thing. They have a family, they want to increase the value of the home. That's all it's about, basically. And besides that, people are just predictable with their conversations, and we'll make a separate video on this with small talk, but people always talk about the weather all the time, you know? How's the weather today? When literally you walked into your corporation and you were just outside, and you could have looked at the sky, you know? But you asked that to someone that just came in to the corporation. So it's something else. And people always talk about sports all the time. I mean, I like sports, don't get me wrong, but there's a lot of people that talk about sports constantly, and it can get boring at times. There's people that talk about their personal lives with their kids at work, you know, and people just brag about how many hours they work. You know, it's pretty predictable. It's pretty predictable with these people. A lot of times they don't really go deep in their conversations, and they don't go introspective, right? At work, because I guess it's understandable. You're at work, you're there to work and all that, but it just sounds like people are fake, and people aren't real when they're talking about shit. So it's like predictable, like the small talk, getting greeted every morning, how you doing today, you know, and then like when the weekend comes, be like, what are you gonna do this weekend? I'm gonna go fishing. What are you gonna do? Oh, I'm gonna work some overtime at this company. You know, it's predictable. Like with people's lives, with their conversations at work. But we'll go more in depth with that in another video. And another thing is, people's lives are predictable when there's a problem in their family. Like maybe there's a family member that is going through mental health problems, and they're going through a bad time, or maybe their kids are going through a problem at school, they're getting bullied, or maybe like someone in their family has cancer, someone has heart problems, maybe someone is having a hard time paying bills or whatever it is, like, it's predictable. Like, so many people have problems with their family. Like, it can be mild to severe, right? And people will talk about it all the time. And it's pretty predictable, you know? I mean, obviously you can't predict, like, what exactly their problems are, but you could just tell, like, every person has a problem with their family of some sort, you know? I guess another one is like people's lives. Like, the older they get, the more health problems you get. When you're older, it's pretty predictable that people have health problems, and they have to take medication. They have to watch their diet or something, you know? It's pretty predictable, like people's lives, you know? I guess it's the same thing for kids going to school when they're young. Like, they go to school, then they come home, they do homework, get ready for bed, and they do the same thing, and then they do something on the weekend. Maybe they have to do homework, maybe they are able to do their activity, you know? And then they have the summer break, and most of the time it's pretty predictable. They go to summer camp or something, or maybe they just do the things they like to do, you know, when it's like what kids do, I guess. I guess that's part of that human experience, you know? It's worth bringing someone to this world. When most people's lives are predictable, and not everyone's lives are gonna be good, you know, which is unfortunate. Not everyone can bounce back from their problems, right? And I feel like what makes a person unpredictable is them not conforming to society, like not getting married, not having kids, not trying to buy this certain house and try to compete with other neighbors and to see which house is better, which house is more valuable, you know? They keep to themselves. They do the things that they like to do. They don't let people tell them what to do, right? I guess another before we talk about what makes a person unpredictable is I think another one is, like, what makes people predictable too is they have a group of friends, right? Most people have a group of friends of some sort, and I feel like a lot of them are fake, to be honest with you, but there's people that have friends, and when people have friends, it's like predictable, you know? Predictable friendship. A lot of people are using each other. A lot of people are just will only hang out with you because you're a therapist friend, you know? And I guess another thing that makes a person unpredictable is a person that's a loner, you know? They're more mysterious. They don't really have that many friends. Maybe they might have one friend that's genuine, but that's it, you know? When there's people that are in the friend groups, they just do stereotypical shit, you know? They act like normies. They do normie activities, you know? I mean, nothing wrong with that shit. I mean, if that's what they enjoy, but, you know, it's just predictable. That's all I gotta say. What's another one here? Yeah, it's like when you're watching a movie and you could just predict like what's gonna happen, right? That's kind of like how predictable people's lives are. You can predict what their lives are gonna be. You have like a 2 cents of some sort. You have like your instinct tells you what their lives are gonna be, you know. thing is, another thing that's predictable about people's lives, because most people die a painful death, you know? That's very predictable. There's people that are gonna die from some sort of disease, right? Like cancer or something, or they may suffer a heart attack or a stroke or aneurysm, kidney failure, you know? And there's people that can die from car accidents, suicides. They can get murdered or something, or let's say another one get accidentally poison themselves, you know. But my whole point is, most people's lives when they start dying or they are dead is they die a painful death, you know. And I think it's rare and lucky to have people die a peaceful death, you know, where it's not painful, you know. So that makes someone's life predictable in a way, you know. And I guess, like, if people have supportive families, it's pretty predictable on how they're gonna get treated throughout their life. You know, they probably won't struggle as much, I guess, or they have family that actually help them. You know, but I guess it's predictable also for people that have unsupportive families. They most of the time they struggle throughout adulthood, and yeah, there's ones that are able to have better lives, but that depends. That depends if their traumas are addressed, they're not ignored, stuff like that, you know. But no matter what type of parents you have, it's pretty predictable, you know. But yeah, I guess what makes someone unpredictable is a person that is quiet, a person that isn't conforming to society. They do what they want to do. I'll say they're not all materialistic. They're not superficial about stuff, you know. I think they're more likely a loner. They don't have friends, or they do, right? That's what makes them unpredictable, you know. And that doesn't mean better, right? Like, even though those people have those things, they might be miserable. They might be going through loneliness. They might go through mental health problems, you know. They may feel like garbage in ways. So, but that just makes someone unpredictable, though. Someone that's like that, in my opinion. Catch you guys later.